Hi students, how are you? This class we are going to discuss some problems on inserting n arithmetic means between two numbers. Regarding arithmetic means we will do 2-3 problems. Then we will start geometric progression. In that we will see nth term and sum of n terms for this class only. So okay, now see the first problem. The first problem is insert 5 arithmetic means between. This is the question. Insert 5 arithmetic means between 8 and 26. Between 8 and 26. Insert 5 arithmetic means between 8 and 26. So how do you do? See, we have learned already how to solve this. What is given? Between 8 and 26 we need to insert 5 arithmetic means. So let A1 comma A2 comma A3 comma A4 comma A5 are the 5 arithmetic means. 5 AMs between 8 and 26. What does it mean? That means that is 8 comma A1 comma A2 comma A3 comma A4 comma A5 comma 26 are in AB. Okay. Now see here. When this is in AB, 8 is called first term, T1. This is A is equal to 8, first term. 26 is which term? This is 5, 6, 7. 26 is the which term? N plus 2 term. 5 plus 2 is equal to 7th term of this AB. From this you will get D. Therefore, T7 is equal to 26. There we discussed n plus 2th term. N means how many arithmetic means you are inserting. N means how many arithmetic means you are inserting. So T7 26. T7 means in AB T7. A plus 6D is equal to 26. But A is 8. So 8 plus 6D is equal to 26. 8 plus 60 is equal to 26. Now from this you will find out D. So 6D is equal to 26 minus 8. How much? 18. 26 minus 8, 18. D is equal to 3. Once you know A and D, we can find all. Now tell me A1. A1 is here, second term, T1, T2. In AP, second term is what? Tell me. In AP, second term, A plus D. So substitute A means 8, D means 3, that is 11. A2 means third term in the series. So T3 means A plus 2D. So A means 8, 2 into D, 8 plus 6, 14. So similarly we can find A3, A plus 3D. If you remember directly 2, 2, 3, 3, you can write that also, okay, no problem. Or you go for procedure. 9, this is 17. So A4, so T5 it is. So A4 is A plus 4D. So 8 plus 4 into D3. So 8 plus 12, 20. Finally, A5, nothing but T6. So implies A5 is equal A plus 5D. So 8 plus 5 into D. 8 plus 15, 23. Therefore, the required arithmetic means Therefore, you must give always conclusion. The required 5 arithmetic means 5 AMs between 8 and 26 is equal. What are those? This 11, 14, 17, 20, 20. Like that we have to insert 5 arithmetic means, 10 arithmetic means, 7 arithmetic means, 20 arithmetic, any number of arithmetic means we can insert between two given numbers. Okay, copy this. 1 minute. We'll see 2 more problems. Copy this. Next we will see question number 2. Have you copied or not? I will give 1 more minute. If you want more questions to practice, if you have textbook, okay. If not, go into Google, search problems in arithmetic mean in AP. You will find so many problems there you can solve. Okay, second question. Second question. See, if 11 AMs are inserted between 28 and 10, if this is if 11 arithmetic means AMs are inserted between 28 and 10, between 28 and 10, then find the number of integral AMs. Then find the number of integral AMs. First you need to understand the question. If there 11 arithmetic means are inserted between 28 and 10, out of 11, how many AMs are integrals? Means they are integers. Earlier problem, see, these 5 are integers. These 5 are integers. There is no fraction. Suppose if you get any fraction in AMs, Such aims are discarded. Only integers we need to count and you should say this many are. Okay? Let us first we have to confirm the aims like this only. After that we will find our required answer. Now see solution. What is the question? 11 aims. Let A1 comma A2 comma A3. A in the sense arithmetic mean naming convention. That's why I am using A. Dash A11. Arithmetic means A1, A2, A3, A11 are 11. Arithmetic means 11. AMs between 28 and 10. Okay? That is, these are all in series. 28, A1, A2, dash, A11, 10 are in AP. So this is the first term, T1. So A is equal to 28. Then, which term 10 is last term? Already 11 plus 1 plus 1. So 10 is 11 plus 2th term. That means 30th term of this series. Therefore, T13 is equal to 10. From here you would find D. Or else you can use D formula. B minus A by n plus 1. If you wish, you can use directly to find D that formula. Even if you forget, you can get D value from here. T13. A plus 12D is equal to 10. A means how much? 28 plus 12 into D is equal to 10. So 10 minus 28. 12D is equal 10 minus 28 minus 18. Now D is equal to how much finally? Final D is equal minus 18 by 12. So D is equal 6 3s or 6 2s. So this is D value. We got D is minus 3 by 2. Now find out 1 by 1 by 1. So what is A1? Now find A1. A1 formula, direct. A plus I am writing. 1 you will get. A2. A plus 2D. 2 direct I will get. 1D. A3 A plus 3D. A4 A plus 1D. So already I discussed this one. Like that remember. Now A 28 plus D. D means what? Minus 3 by 2. Is this integer? Fraction is there. 28 plus minus. They are asking how many integers are there. They are asking. So this is not integer. So this is not belongs to I. I is an integer. Next A plus 2D. 28 plus 2 into minus 3 by 2. 2 cancel here. 2 cancel here. Okay. So here you will get 28 minus 3. 25. S belongs to integer. So this is counted. So like this the terms are counted. So A3. A plus 3D. 28 plus 3 into D. Minus 3 by 2. Here by 2 is there. So this is not belongs to I. A4. This is fraction. That's why I am not counting. So A4. A plus 4D. 28 plus 4 into minus 3 by 2. Here 2 cancel. So 28 minus 2 cancel here. Minus 6. How much? 28 minus 6. 22. Yes. This is 22. So this is belongs to integer I. So A5. A plus 5D. 28 plus 5 into minus 3 by 2. This is not belongs to I. So this one you have to count. This one you count. Alternatively you will get 1, 2. A6 you will get A plus 6D. 28 plus 6 into minus 3 by 2. 2 3 times cancel. 28 minus 9. So 19. 28 minus 9. 19. So this is belongs to I. This is okay. Counted. So far we got 3. A7. A plus 7D. 28 plus 7 into. This is fraction. Not belongs to integer. It is not counted. Now come to A8. A plus 8D. So A means 28. D means minus 3 by 2. 2 4 times cancel. So I am writing here this value. 2 4s are 4 3s are 12. 28 minus 12 16. So belongs to I. This is counted. So A9. A plus 9D. 28 plus 9 into 2 would not cancel. This is not. So A10. A plus 10D. This is counted. 28 plus 10 into direct 2 5s are 28 minus 15. 28 minus 15 13. This is okay. Counted. A11. A plus 11D. 28 plus 11 into. So this is not belongs to I. So like that you should. Here this is I. 13 belongs to this is counted. Now see, so far they are asking find the number of integrals AS. This is fraction, not counted. This is integer, counted. Fraction, not counted. Integer, counted. Integer, counted. Like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Therefore, there are 5 integral AS. AS. Okay, that is your answer. 5 integral AS. Copy this. If you wish, you can find D directly by using this. Rather finding this method, you can even, if you forget this, go for procedure. Next, one more question I will see in this, then I will start GP. Please copy a little bit hurry. I will keep on telling if you have any doubts, any queries, you can post your queries through WhatsApp. Or during daytime you can call me. Okay? Okay, I will go for next question. First, understanding the question is very important. What has been given? What has been given? Then what we need to find? First, we have to get this type of clarity. Then start the solution. First write given data, then see what we need to find, then think how to find the given thing and the thing which we need to find. Both must have some relation. If they don't have any relation, in this world no one cannot solve that problem. For the given data, the things which you need to find, if there is no relation between these two, no one in the world can solve the problem. Remember, 100%. Even it is a professor of Oxford University or Cambridge or Texas University, like that. But the relation, the given thing, the given data and the thing which you need to find, the relation between them, the relation may be direct relation or may be indirect relation. that is different, but there must be a relation. This thing we need to understand 100%. Okay? Hope you got it. Next, third question. After this we will start geometric progression. Third question. If n arithmetic means are inserted between 2 and 38, if n arithmetic means are inserted between, B for W means short form of between 2 and 38, then the sum of the resulting series is obtained as 200 and the sum of resulting series is obtained as 200. Then find the value of n. This is the question. Then find the value of this n. To get sum of the resulting series 200, okay, how much AFs we need to insert? That is n they are asking. No problem. I am emphasizing from the beginning, please focus on concept. If you know concept, you can ask this question easily. There is nothing difficult. Solution. First see, how many AMs are inserted between 2 and 38? N. Let A1 comma A2 comma A3 dash AM are n AMs between 2 and 38. That is, what does it mean? That is 2 comma A1 comma A2 comma A3 comma dash AM comma 38 are in AP. The resulting, when you insert n AMs between this, the sum of the resulting series, this is the resulting series. The sum is given 200. Given that, what is given? The sum of this resulting series 2 plus A1 plus A2 dash plus AN plus 38. This is given 200. This is the series, the resulting series sum obtained 200. So we know what is sum of this, we know. Here total n plus 2 terms are there. First term, last term. So the answer is what? Tell me formula. N plus 2 by 2 into first term plus last term. 2 plus 38 is equal to 200. Here total terms how many? Here number of terms. Here I will write. Number of terms. How many are there? N plus 2 terms are there. Therefore, it is nothing but Sn plus 2. It is nothing but Sn plus 2. So n by 2 into first term plus last term. This is the formula. This is the formula. I will write formula if you wish. For more understanding, no problem. I will write like this. Sn plus 2 is equal n by 2 into A plus L. This is A. This is the first term A. This is the last term L. So this is equal to 100. Now substitute the values and simplify. So implies that m plus 2 by 2 into A plus L means 38. See, if you know the formula, that might get easy. This one. Take 2, factor this side, or as 2 plus 38, 40. This is n plus 2 by 2. n plus 2 by 2 into 40 is equal to 200. So 2, 20 times 20, 10 times. This is just calculation, that's it. 20 times are 200. Therefore, n plus 2 is equal to 10. N is equal 10 minus 2. So, n is equal to 8. That's it. Copy this. You have to read the question very carefully. Is it given only sum of n arithmetic means? That means only a1 plus a2 plus till an, or complete series there it is given. So the resulting series means after inserting this n ans between 2 and 38, this is called resulting series. This sum is 200. Suppose if it is only exclusively a1 plus a2 plus an, they are n arithmetic means. So there is formula n by 2 into a plus b, first term plus last term, a plus b. So copy this, 1 minute I will give. Oh, time is going. Hope you understood how to solve this type models. Next we will discuss geometric progression. Nth term, sum of n terms in this class. Okay. Next we will see geometric progression. Next we will see geometric progression. Short form of this is GP, we can see. Which sequence can be called as geometric progression? In AP we have seen that the difference between any two consecutive terms are equal or the same. Their difference, here the ratio, this is only the difference. Their difference, here the ratio. The sequence which is said to be geometric progression. The sequence which is said to be geometric progression if and only if the ratio between any two consecutive terms are the same or equal. Condition here, first term should not be 0. First term not equal to 0. Then the series sequence is called. Any sequence said to be GP. If and when sequence follow this condition, then that sequence is called GP. So how GP is formed? Let us see the explanation. Suppose let T1, T2, T3 dash are in GP. If they are in GP means their ratio is ratio between any two consecutive terms. That means, see this way. So ratio usually R, denoted with R. So T2 by T1, except first term. If you take T1, you cannot take T1 by something, except first term, you can say. So T2 by T1, or take T3 by T2. If you take T4, T4 by T3. It is going like this. If you take nth term, Tn by, okay, Tn minus 1. So this ratio is called R. Whenever we take any two pointers, the ratio is same, equal. So since the ratio is common in all the fractions, since the ratio is common, the ratio is called common ratio. Since ratio is common for all fractions, all above fractions, therefore R is called common ratio. R is called what? Common ratio. Here first term not equal to 0. So here also T1 not equal to 0. Remember, condition that is. Now, usually first term, whether it is in AP or GP, usually first term denoted by A. Some people might think, sir, why I can choose B, no problem. If you take B, choose B only, no problem. Choose C first term, no problem. But we are following one general method. All are following, so we are following the same. So meaning does not change. Whether you choose B, A, C does not matter. So let first term T1 is A, not equal to 0. Then the GP is, therefore GP is first term A, T1. T2 means what? Tell me. T2 is equal to T1 into R. T1 is A. So yeah, see here. T2 is equal, I can write R into T1. T3 is equal, if you take this relation, T3 is equal to T2 into R. So R into T2. Similar T4 is equal R into T3. The series is going like this. So T1 is A. T2 is A into R. Next R into AR. So R into AR, next one. So it is going like this. So it is nothing but A comma AR square AR cube dash. So this is in GP. So this is the general form of GP. This is called what? Tell me. General form of GP. What is general form of AP? A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D. What is general form of GP? AR square, AR cube. But R is not equal to 1, remember. If R is 1, what happened? R is 1, then that is constant series. Every term is same. That is constant series. If R not equal to 1, then only it is GP. So R not equal to 1, remember. Here also you should write, if you wish, you can write. R not equal to 1. Now here we need to find nth term of GP. Next part is, same way how did you find nth term in AP? Here also. Nth term of GP. What is the first term here? Tell me. T1 is equal to A. Observation only. T2 is equal to AR. T3 is equal to AR square. Shall I write this is A into R power 1 minus 1? A into R power 2 minus 1. This is 2 power 1. Shall I write 1, 2 minus 1? This is 3. I want to write 2 in terms of 3. So A into R power 3 minus 1. If it is so T4 AR cube. I can write 3 in terms of 4 minus 1. So dash. I want nth term A into R power. If there is 1 minus 1. There is 2 minus 1. There is 3. Third term 3 minus 1. Fourth term 4 minus 1. Fifth term 5 minus 1. Nth term n minus 1. Okay, this is nth term of GP. Okay, so till here you can copy. We will see one or two problems regarding this. Same like AP, this also there is difference. Here is the ratio, only the difference, that thing. The rest of everything is remains same. Please copy. I will give 1 minute then. I will do one or two problems this. This is fractions. Maybe you understood or not my handwriting. They are all above fractions. Fraction 1, fraction 2, fraction. Please copy. We will see some questions regarding this, one or two questions. I have given more than 2 minutes time. See example 1. Find the ninth term of the series. Find the ninth term of the series 5, 10, 20, 40. Ninth term of the series 5, 10, 20, 40, dash. In this series we have to find ninth term. First we have to confirm is the series in GP given. What is given? 5, 10, 20, 40, dash. See first term A is 5. Ratio I am finding T2 by T1, 10 by 5, 2. Okay, ratio I am finding 20 by 10, 20 by 10, that also 2. Therefore, the given series is in GP. The given series is, because they did not say the series in GP. If it is so, you have to confirm. Okay, sometimes they would not say GP. If you can say GP, yes, no, 100% sure. But we have to confirm, that is good practice. Okay, GP. They are asking ninth term. So here first term is 5, common ratio is 2. They are asking ninth term. What is general term formula? What is the general formula? Tn is equal a into r power n minus 1. Now I want ninth term, T9. T9 means, okay, a into r power 9 minus 1. A means 5, r means 2, 9 minus 1. So 5, 2 power 9 minus 1 and 8. So how much that value? Calculate. How much that is? 2 power 8. 2 power 4, 16. 2 power 4, 16. 16 into 16, 256. 5 6 are 30. 5 5 are 25. 28. 5 2 are 12. So ninth term is 1280. Firstly see second, one more question for this. One more question. The different model. Find the number of terms in the GP. Find the number of terms in the GP. Six, 12, 24. Shall I write this? Copy this. Find the number of terms. Find the number of terms in the GP 6, 12, 24. In the GP 6, 12, 24, dash 1536. Dash 1536. Here how many terms are there? That is the question. Number of terms 6 to 1536. How many terms are there? Think this is the last term, nth term. There you will find n. That is. Already they are telling that it is GP. See here. So first write given 6, 12, 24, dash 1536 are in GP. Now this is first term, A is 6, ratio T2 by T1. While finding the ratio, except first term, ratio between any two conjugate, except first term. Why? If you take T1 by what you could write, there is nothing. That's why except first term. So T2 by T1, 12 by 6, R is 2. So let 1536 is the nth term. 36 be the nth term of GP. That is, nth term means Tn. Find the formula. Tn means A into R power n minus 1. So calculate this. A means how much? 6. R means 2. N minus 1. This n you need to find. How many terms are there? Let there be n terms. Let there be n terms, you can write. There be n terms in the GP. Now find n value. Let there be n terms in GP. Find n value here. So calculate this, you will get 100% here. So 2 power n minus 1. Take 6 this side. 1536 by 6. 6 2s are 12. 33. 6 5s are 30. 6 6s are. Shall I 256 is 2 power 8? Just now we have seen 2 power 8. So 2 power n minus 1 is equal to 2 power 8. Both side bases are equal. Powers must be equal. N minus 1 is equal to 8. N is equal 8 plus 1 9. Therefore, there are 9 terms in the given GP. That is your answer. So here what I have applied? If a power m is equal to a power n, Okay, m is equal to n. This formula I applied here. Okay, copy this. We have to understand the question, what are they asking exactly. That one you would get after practicing so many problems only. Copy this, I will give 1 minute. What I would do, I will do one more problem in this, then I will stop. Tomorrow, next class, I will start sum of n terms of GP and problems on that. That is so good. I will discuss one more problem, please copy this. Next third problem, very easy problem. If the first term of GP is 64 and the fifth term is 4, if the first term of GP is 64 and fifth term or fourth term, and the fifth term is 4, then find the common ratio. Then find the common ratio of GP. Here they are asking R. First write what is given. Given that first term of GP, A is equal to 64. Fifth term to be 4. Fifth term means what, tell me? T5 4. T5 means A into R power 4 is equal to 4. Equation. This is A64. This is 1. Substitute A value here, you would get R. What we need to find here? Find the common ratio. Common ratio is question mark. Therefore, put A value in 1. Put A is equal to 64 in equation 1. So, 64 into R power 4 is equal to 4. R power 4 is equal 4 by 64, 1 by 16. Shall I write 1 by 16 is 1 by 2 power 4? So, finally it is R power 4 is equal 1 by 2 power 4. If both sides powers are equal, bases equal. When bases are equal, powers are equal. So, here both sides powers are equal. Therefore, R is equal to 1 by 2. Okay, this is the answer. Since we have used formula A power m is equal to B power m, implies that A is equal to B. This formula I have used here. So copy here till that is end of the session. Okay, tomorrow I will discuss the sum of n terms of GP and infinite GP also I will discuss tomorrow. Okay, thank you. Please copy this. I will give 1 more minute. So this is very small problem. Like this, there are so many problems. I covered 3 different models. During 15 minutes, I could not cover more models. Okay. So that's why what I am telling, Please, if you have textbook, do more problems. If you have any doubt, you can post your doubts through WhatsApp. If you don't have a textbook, so go online and Google search problems on GP, finding nth term, the problems model and nth term. There you will find plenty of the problems. Okay? Thank you.